why does the king's Indian defense psychologically impact chess opponents? Imagine facing an opening that immediately signals a fight rather than a quiet game. That's what the king's Indian defense does. It's a bold choice that can shake up your opponent's confidence from the start. When black plays the king's Indian defense, they show they are ready to challenge white's control of the center and launch aggressive counterattacks, especially on the king side. This can make white feel uneasy because it's not a typical safe or positional opening. Instead, it's a sign that black is prepared for a complex fighting game. The complexity of the king's Indian defense is another reason it impacts opponents psychologically. It involves deep strategic ideas about pawn structures and piece placement. These ideas create a mental map of tension and potential breakthroughs that can be hard to follow. For players who prefer simple plans, this can be overwhelming. It pushes them to calculate many moves ahead and stay alert, which can be mentally tiring. When players are tired or unsure, mistakes are more likely to happen. The opening often leads to imbalanced positions where black gives up some space to gain dynamic chances. This imbalance can unsettle players who like symmetrical, straightforward positions. Knowing black is willing to accept some risk to create active play can make white second-guess their plans. It introduces doubt and hesitation, which can cause errors. Another factor is that modern chess players often aim for safe draws with black. But the king's Indian defense pushes for fighting and active play. This pressure makes white work harder to find winning chances. It can lead to overextending or rushing, which increases the chance of mistakes. The need to fight for a win rather than settle for a draw adds stress, especially if white is unprepared for such a dynamic game. The reputation of the king's Indian defense also adds to its psychological impact. Famous players like Fischer and Kasparov used it successfully, creating an aura of danger and resilience. Opponents aware of this history might feel extra pressure, thinking they are up against a resilient and resourceful adversary. This reputation can influence their mindset even before the game begins. In practical terms, black's confident and aggressive stance in the king's Indian defense can unsettle opponents. It disrupts their preparation and makes them second-guess their moves. The strategic depth of the opening allows black to steer the game into unfamiliar territory, increasing the mental challenge for white. Overall, the king's Indian defense affects opponents by combining bold intentions, complex ideas, and a strong fighting spirit. It tests their mental resilience and decision-making under pressure, making it a powerful psychological weapon in chess.